Sri Radeshyam, because there is sattva and rajas, tamas, mode of ignorance, passion and goodness, because there's raga and dvesa, there's happiness and distress, and punya and apunya, which is the pious and impious actions. That's why there is such thing as universal standards of aesthetics, also in relation to physical form, which means that there is not just culturally built that concept of attractiveness, physical attractiveness, which means that there is those universal standards according to which someone is considered less attractive, someone is on the mediocre level, and someone is attractive. Example, symmetric face. Symmetric face is one factor that is defining if someone looks attractive. Male, if the shoulder line is broad, female, if the hip line is wider than the shoulder line. If one is too pale or too dark, again one is falling out from that standard. If eyes are too big or eyes are too small, teeth are too big or teeth are too small, one is falling out from that. If one is too skinny or too obese, one is falling out from that from that top level of attractiveness. If someone is too short or too tall, same thing. So there are such things as universal standard for attractiveness because of our karma, and that's why people have to suffer, enjoy and suffer because physical body is phalamukha. It's the nam karma, is the karma that is defining your physical form. And physical form is phalamukha, which means that it's already fructified karma, and you have to enjoy and suffer of your physical body in different way. And one way is that where it falls into this attractiveness, when there's tamas and one is not considered very attractive or even ugly, one has to enjoy and suffer the benefit from that, which means that there's always some positive, something negative from that to fall to get on that below that standard of below on this scale. And then those who are on the mediocre, on the center level, those who are gray mass, they have to enjoy and suffer. And similar way, those who fall on the upper level of this scale of this kind of universal aesthetics, they have to enjoy and suffer as well. So there's enjoyment if one is very attractive, many doors open to you, but also if one is attractive, you get lots of envy and hate as well. So all of these levels one have to enjoy and suffer based on one's positive, negative actions on this attractive. So it's not cultural. This is not cultural construction. You can see that we are moving away from this kind of religious and spiritual societies. Past people were more religious or spiritual. They see that this physical form is the result of one's past actions, and they accept it, and they are tolerating it, that it's because of my past actions, or it was God created. Religious people see that it's God created, and that's how one have to just learn to live with that. But now, because people are detached from these kind of proper spiritual education or religious education, you can see that people are blaming the culture. There's all kind of oppression and suppression and supremacy and shaming and all these, that one have to change these standards, how you see things, what is aesthetics, what is not aesthetic. But you cannot really, people still see, you can impose the laws. If you are fascist, you can impose the laws that you cannot say you have to call he to she or something if they want, or you have to accept if someone is obese or too short or something. You have to you are not allowed to see that, but people see it anyway. You can see that this is just illusion within illusion, this kind of creating this kind of cultural imposing this kind of cultural standard or trends for the aesthetics. Like what is beautiful is many times too beautiful. What is ugly is ugly. If you see the beautiful sunset, Most of the people think that that's beautiful if you compare it to the dog woman in the drainage. Most people would choose that. Not all, there's always perverts and all kind of deviates. But most of the people would say that a beautiful sunset on the beach is more beautiful. So someone who is on a mode of goodness, they understand it, they accept that this body is result of one past actions. And big part of the sattva is tolerating whatever is there. Whatever is there is result of one's own past actions at the end. It's one's own creation in that sense. And like there's always some pros and cons every situation, but and material world, there's very little enjoyment there. Very little enjoyment on the material level. Those who are more on the rajas, they try to enjoy the life. They try to squeeze the enjoyment. But those who are sattva, they see things as they are, and they understand that big part of the material existence is to tolerate. So this beauty is, there's universal principles for that, like a universal standards which are natural and which are, you cannot erase them. You can ignore them, you can deny them, but you cannot erase them. They are always there. Sri Radheshyam.